Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dana, aka Blondie Knots here on YouTube, and if you're not new here, welcome back my friend. We are starting a studio vlog off, and I thought it'd be really fun to kick this vlog off with 1, a finished project, 2, I have a craft room update, and then 3, I want to share some new projects I've started since I spoke to you last. So we'll just start with like a quick little check-in, so you let me know in the comments how you're doing, what you're working on, all the good things. But let's start with what I'm wearing. So I just finished this project last week, I think is when I finished it, and this was, if you remember, the crochet top-down raglan I had. I recycled the yarn, I re-rolled it into a cake, and then I made it into this. So this is my new knit sweater. I knit this with 10mm knitting needles, and this is like a number 2 or 3 weight yarn. So it created this very like open, flowy, almost even dare I say messy in some spots looking sweater, but I really love that look. And if I remember correctly, I do think I even put like one of these styles of knits on my summer inspo board. So I did get around to it. It was kind of like my last hurrah for summer projects. And now I'm honestly ready to just dive headfirst into fall projects. But I'm very happy with the way it came out. Hopefully I can show it to you a little bit better in a second. I also did like a 3/4 length sleeve because honestly for me, and I've mentioned this before, when I do make long sleeve projects, if I can't take the sleeve and like push it up to my elbow to bunch it up there so it's not in the way when I'm doing something, I just don't wear it as much. So this way I thought I would just get ahead of myself and make the shorter sleeve, and I'm really happy with the way it looks. So anyways, next little thing to check off our little catch up is showing you what I added to the craft room just to store some more yarn and kind of balance out this corner that I've always felt like was a little unfinished, underdone, whatever it is. So instead of talking about it, let me just show you. So as you can see, we added these new shelves to the wall, which I think looks so great. And if you remember before, I just had this like little flower mirror and I had 3 bow tapestries. Now I just have the 2, but I did have 3 originally. And this wall just always looked like it was missing something to me, or just was kind of not using the space properly, because I do love having my nicer yarn displayed like this. And now I feel like this corner is really balanced out and it looks really cozy and bright and colorful, brings me inspiration and all the good things. So I just stacked it with some of the nice yarns I have here, and this is all like more knitting needles, crochet hooks, stuff like that. So I have those on the shelf, and yeah, I think this looks really great. I'd love to hear what you guys think about it. I think the only thing that kind of bugs me about it is like I have gold hardware on these ones and black on this. If you remember when I put these up like last year, I did mention wanting to paint these a different color, and did I ever get around to it? Obviously not, but that's so par for the course for me. So anyway, this is the cute little new corner, and honestly, I bet you if I set you right here on one of the new shelves, I can step back and show you my piece a little bit better. So this is kind of what it looks like. It's a longer top, which I don't usually make. I just kind of tucked it in, and I really think it's so cute, effortless looking, and really easy to just throw on with almost anything. I will definitely make sure I link this pattern down below. It was a free pattern. I can't remember if I mentioned that or not, but there's also, I think, a video tutorial for it, so I will link that too if there is one. And if you're a beginner knitter wanting to get into knit, I think this is a great place for you to start if you want to make something like this. The only things I did differently on this pattern than as it called for was for the sleeves, instead of working them as like their own separate rectangles and then seaming this together and then seaming it to the actual piece, I just decided to pick up my stitches here and I worked it in the round. I personally prefer working in the round. It makes it go a lot faster for me. And then on top of that, I don't get that little seam right here on the sleeve. So I like that as well. But I'd love to know what you think about this piece. Is it too messy for you, or is this something you'd be interested in making for yourself? Definitely let me know. I still have so much of this yarn left over. It is crazy to me, at least like in my couple months of really knitting, to see how much less yarn knit takes than crochet. I'm not sure if that's always the case, but just recently I've definitely been noticing that in my pieces. So just a little interesting observation I've made there. But all right, that is enough about this piece. Let me now get all set up. I need to find my tripod and we can have a little chit chat about some projects, debut the new background. Look how cute that looks. I love it. But while I do that, find that and get set up for our little chat, let me tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Skillshare. A big thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. If you guys know anything about me, you know I love trying out a new DIY, a new craft, or even perfecting my current obsession like crochet and knit, and I have been loving Skillshare for this exact reason. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes for for creative and curious people where members can come together to find inspiration to take the next step in their creative journey. So whether you want to perfect your current favorites like crochet, knit, or sewing, or try something completely new like illustration, design, or photography, there is an extensive list of classes for all these categories when you are a member of Skillshare. Something I've talked a lot about on the channel that I'd love to be better at is sewing, and right now I'm actually taking a sewing basics class with Denise Brayon. I am learning how to make my own clothes, which I think is so exciting. There's so many different things to know and I just don't know where to start, but luckily with her class, she breaks it down step by step and I am able to take as long as I want on each section since the video does go at my own speed. This class is helping me feel so much more confident at my sewing machine and I am so ready to start making my own clothes so I don't have to crochet everything I want to wear. I would be so curious to hear what classes you guys are interested in learning more on, or if you're going to dive into crochet and knit, let me know what techniques you're planning on mastering. I would love to hear from you on that one. And if you are ready to get your creative exploration on today, make sure you click the link in my description or scan the QR code here on screen. The first 500 people to do so will receive their very first month of Skillshare for free. Thank you again so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video, and a huge thank you to you for supporting me when I have sponsored content. Now back to the video. Okay, I think you're okay right there. In a perfect world, I'd have it set up higher so you could see a little bit more of what's going on, but you know, for now, we're just two friends catching up, so I'll just keep it like that. But first project I will show you that I'm working on, I have a new project on the needles because I'm gonna try to keep like one knit and one crochet going at the same time, and then have like my third project be a wild card. It can be crochet or knit, whatever one I'm feeling more inclined to do, but I'm still going to try to stick to my like 3 project rule. So right now, this is my only project on the needles because the yarn is here already. This is going to be a cardigan. It is a top-down raglan knit cardigan. I'm using this really gorgeous like forest green tweed yarn. It's really working up so beautifully in knit. I tried to crochet something with it first and it just wasn't working out super nicely. Also, I will give a disclaimer, this yarn is not the softest at the moment, so when I crocheted with it, it was a lot more scratchy. I'm not sure exactly why that is, but I'm hoping that once I wash this or steam block it, whatever I decide to do, it'll soften up a lot because it's way softer when I knit with it. So anyways, that is that. I just finished all my increases, so it looks kind of funny, but this is what I have going on here. And now I'm going to separate off for sleeves and start working the body portion of the cardigan. So I'm happy about that. The real reason I started this project is because I got inspired by some of my buttons. I'm starting to use my buttons as inspiration for projects instead of looking at projects online, just because I'm still feeling very overwhelmed lately looking at just a finished project. So if I look at either yarn I have or buttons I have, I'm a lot more likely to be able to kind of narrow a project in. And I had some like oval wooden buttons that I thought would just be so cute with like a nice staple cardigan. And I know technically like probably this color forest green wouldn't be considered a staple color, but in my wardrobe I would consider it a staple. So I do think this is going to be great once it's done. I'll keep you updated on how soft it may or may not end up being. I'm really hoping it will be because I'm putting a lot of work into it. But I'm also trying to kind of perfect my top-down raglan when it comes to knitting. I'm also knitting on smaller needles, which I really enjoy doing too. So that'll be a fun project. And oh yes, I'm just about to start my next ball of this yarn, so I thought I could tell you what it is in case you're interested at all. The colorway is called Cricket and it's by Juniper Moon Farms, the Harris line. It's upcycled tweed with wool and silk, so it's 30% recycled wool. All of this is going to be recycled. 30% recycled wool, 25% recycled polyacrylic, 25% recycled polyester, 15% silk, and 5% other recycled fibers. But it is really an interesting colorway. I love the tweed. I thought it was so fall, and Knitting Fever sent this over for me, so I wanted to put it to good use. I really am liking Juniper Moon Farms yarn a lot. They have a lot of different varieties in their yarn, and this is the only yarn I've ever had by them that hasn't been like super soft to the touch off the bat. All of my other yarns from them are like so soft, it's actually insane. Our 6 Days Star blanket we made was a Juniper Moon Farms yarn, such a long name, and it was some of the softest yarn I've ever touched in my life. And I actually think This yarn I just got sent from them too. Whoops. This is Juniper Moon Harriet, and this is extra fine baby alpaca yarn. This yarn was also incredibly soft, and I actually have plans for this yarn to double it with a black yarn I have sitting back here. Over here, this is also an alpaca yarn, and I want to do like a black and brown striped sweater knit. I think that'd be really cute. And as you guys know, like I don't typically love this color on my skin tone, but mixed in with like a black yarn, I think it would be really, really good. So I'm super excited to go around to that at some point. And my crochet project that I don't have to share with you yet because the yarn isn't here for it. I ordered some yarn. I don't even know the brand. I know it's a different brand I haven't tried before, and I should just pull it up. And so funny enough, for this project, I actually got inspired by another set of buttons I have in my collection. I'll show you all these later now because I'm talking about them so much. But as you remember, I made the Lucy Lou cardigan, which everyone really, really loved. I really love. She does have another pattern, this designer. I'll link her below with her patterns. And this pattern that I'm going to be making this time is called the Island Cardigan, and I really thought it was so cute. I did see another YouTuber make this cardigan, and I was immediately like, I think I need one of those too. It was in a dark blue color, which is not a color I ever go for. I don't know, I don't gravitate towards a dark navy blue, but something about that pattern with that color yarn was just perfect to me. So I decided that I wanted to try that as well. So I ordered this yarn that I've never used before. It's called, let's see, Mayflower Medora, I believe. It's in the colorway Midnight Blue. It's 100% superwash merino wool, and it looks really nice. I don't know if it'll get here by the end of this vlog, but if it does, I'll show it to you and we can review it a little bit more. But the reason I ordered their specific yarn was because that navy blue looked just perfect to me. I had a really hard time picking out a navy blue I liked. I wanted it to lean more towards black than blue, honestly, so I could get a little more use out of it as like a staple item in my wardrobe. And that'll be my next crochet project, and I think we'll get through that pretty quickly because the Lacy Lou cardigan goes so fast. I'm just really like partial to cardigans, I guess, which is interesting because I do love sweaters, but I think I reserve sweaters so much for like fall and winter that right now I feel like I can easily do cardigans and just get use out of them all year round, which I really also enjoy. And yeah, so that'll be my crochet project, hopefully coming in sooner rather than later. I also did actually order another set of Diablo yarn in a navy blue as well by Hobie to pair with it. So it'll have like a mohair effect to it as well, the same way I did with my Lacy Lou. So I'm basically just going to be recreating that. I have some edits I'm going to make to the pattern to make it more what I want it to be. I'm going to add like a bottom ribbing on it, some cuff ribbing, and then a button band as well. So I'll show you that all as we go through that process, but really looking forward to starting that project. So that's all of my like baseline things I've been thinking about that I wanted to get out of the way with you. And then of course I will update you with the progress on this knit piece I'm making, and we'll get into more fun stuff during the week. So I will catch you guys in just a little second. Good morning, everybody. As you can see, we are in the car. I actually hitched a ride into town with my husband today because I need to film a video for Michaels. Actually, I'm sitting at Michaels right now, which is really exciting, but the Michaels by me didn't have the yarn I needed for filming, so I'm here at the bigger, way busier Michaels, unfortunately for me. So I'm actually filming a YouTube short for them talking about some yarns you can use as substitutes until Big Twist gets into Michaels in the fall, which I'm so excited about. And we're gonna do like a big shop with me video. Once it's in the store, I'll take you around and show you all the yarns that are gonna be there. That'll be like a not sponsored thing, just something I like to do with you guys. You know, I love shopping with you, so we'll take a look at them once they're in the store. But for right now, I am filming like a substitution yarn video, so I'm really excited to go do that. I'm a little bit nervous. I usually like have days where I feel more like filming in public than others, and today I'm feeling a little bit shy, but I'm sure once I get in there and just start filming, it'll be okay. It's just the actual starting that's kind of difficult sometimes, so I need to go do that. And then I'm gonna go pick my husband back up, and we're gonna go on a little lunch date, which is really nice. I did bring my knit from last night with me in the car today while we were driving into town. I have casted my sleeves onto, not casted my sleeves. I have put my sleeves on hold, and I'm just working the body of the cardigan now. So this will go a little bit faster since I have, you know, over 100 stitches on hold, but I just have a couple rows done on this. So nothing too exciting to share, but we're getting there slowly but surely. It is 91 degrees today, which is very unfortunate. Last week it was nice and chilly, and this week it's a lot warmer, and I'm wearing a long sleeve because last night I went and did some weeding in the garden in the evening, and guess how many times I got bit by a mosquito? 18 bites. And I wish I was exaggerating, but I am not. I can feel every single one of those bites today. I've always been super prone to mosquito bites, so I should have prepared for that, but I just got attacked last night, and to the point where it almost looks like I have like chicken pox or something. So in order to not distract in the video, I am wearing a long sleeve today. So that's my reasoning for the long sleeve when it's 90 degrees, but it's all good. Anyways, I really need to go film this video. I'm just kind of procrastinating, and I wanted to catch up with you a little bit, tell you what I'm up to today. After I get done filming this video, we'll get up to some fun things together, but right now I need to go figure this out, film what I need to film, look over my notes that I made and all that good stuff. But anyways, let me go film this really quick, and then you and I can meet back up and we can get on with the rest of our day. So wish me luck in there. Okay guys, back in the car, bag secured. We did it. It wasn't even that bad, dare I say. It was actually a little bit of fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. Look, even my nails are like Michael's inspired. Didn't even try to do that, but right on brand. So now I'm gonna go pick up my husband, go on a little lunch date, and I will catch you guys right at home. Okay, I am back from Michael's and lunch. Lunch was so good. I got stuffed eggplant, so it's stuffed with spinach and ricotta cheese, and it's so good, but it makes me so sleepy, like especially for having it for lunch. But anyway, this is my little Michael's haul here. I grabbed one of the bags while I was there. I've never got one of their bags before because of course I forgot my own, as I do way too often, but this is a really nice quality bag. It says I'm in a committed relationship with craft supplies, which, okay, that's all right. But yeah, I grabbed a bunch of yarn while I was there. Not a whole bunch, because you guys know we're trying to get through the stash, so buying more doesn't really help with that problem. But some of these colors I actually did need, and what I was focusing on for my particular video is the Loops and Threads Soft Classic. Actually, this feels really good, so I'm excited to use it. I don't think I've used it too much, and the last time I bought it was years and years ago, so I will be interested to use the new ones I have here. I got this gray color, which is called, let's see if I can find a name. I can't, it just has like numbers for colors. That's weird. Do they all have that? I got red too. I definitely needed red. Oh yeah, they don't have like a real name for the color. That's interesting, but this is like a very candy apple red. I got a brown. I got a black. I got a very light pale yellow. And I got an army green. Those are the colors I got. And then I also was focusing on the Karen, which I do already love this so much. I've used this a lot. And when they don't have Lion Brand Pound of Love, or if this one's a cheaper for whatever reason, the sale is working out that way, I always get these two. I love these. And I got this one in brown, and then I got a big one of these in blue as well. I need this for an upcoming project actually that I have in mind to make with you guys, a crochet project, so that'll be super fun. But really quickly, I would love to show you the cardigan I picked up the other day when I was thrifting, antiquing, boutiquing, whatever you want to call it. So let me put it on really fast and I can show you because it's really cool. Okay, check this cardigan out. How freaking cool is this? This is a hand knit cardigan. I thought it was so beautiful. I literally could not pass it up. And the craziest part about this is it was $28 on sale for 25% off. So I basically got it for free. I said that in an Instagram video and someone was like, that's girl math at its finest, and you are so correct. But it is a super long cardigan. It's so cute and cozy, and on the inside you can definitely like tell it's giving hand knit for sure, but I don't mind that. Like, this does not bother me in the slightest, so it's just so cool. And I thought it was very like 90s / Southwest kind of vibe, honestly, and I was here for it. It's pretty pretty soft on. I mean, you know, it definitely feels like a vintage yarn piece. Like it has like maybe the littlest bit of scratch, but I haven't washed it yet either. So I'm gonna wash it as well. But overall, I just love it so much. I was so glad I found it. I couldn't believe it. The thrifting like antique crochet gods have been on my side lately, truly, because I have never found this much stuff. Granted, I've never really been looking too much, but this was just probably the find of a century. So I was so excited about this. While I was there though, they did have some other like thrifted stuff. I grabbed 2 more sweaters, which I guess I might as well show you while we're here because they were also pretty cool. So these are the other 2 sweaters I grabbed. Neither one of them are handmade, but I did think they were pretty cool and very interesting. I really liked this one. It felt very cozy to me and it'll be nice for winter. It is, whoops, let's see. It is made with 100% wool and it is by this brand called Woolurch Woman's, maybe? I don't know, are you familiar with this brand at all? I have never seen this before, but it's really cozy and cute. I have tried both of these on. They both look adorable, and I'm just excited to wear these in like videos and, you know, around the town come fall and winter time. And then this one was like a super classic Christmas sweater. I could not pass it up. I love the green. I love turtlenecks, and the tag fell out of this one. But I can't remember the brand on this one, but I thought this was so cute. So I got that too. And these were both under like $20 plus a 25% off. So you literally can't go wrong. Anyway, that's my like very small little haul from the other weekend. So before I get to working, let me show you while I'm just here and up and about the buttons as well that I got my inspiration for these projects from. I checked the tracking on my navy blue yarn and I don't think it's gonna be here in time, which I'm so sad about. But that just means in the next vlog, I will have to show you it worked up a little bit, which might be nice. You'll get an idea of what it's really gonna look like and I'll get to see finally what the yarn actually looks like. So I am excited about that. But let me show you the buttons, especially for this one cardigan I am working on, because I think you'll maybe be able to see where I got the inspo from. Who knows, hopefully, maybe. But you can at least get an idea of what buttons are gonna be on that cardigan, because I think it's gonna be like the perfect match, to be honest. Okay, so all these buttons I have here are actually ones we've picked up together at the Joann's closing sale. For this cardigan here that I'm working on, these are the buttons that inspired it. I just feel like this is the perfect match. I don't know, you guys let me know. I love that they're kind of like small and cutesy. I know there's only 4 of them. For some reason I thought I had another set somewhere, but I must have not. These ones are definitely a specific kind where I don't think I was able to get 2 packs of these, because I remember in the moment thinking like, oh, they're so unique, and not being able to find another set, if I remember correctly. I'll still look, but I can't decide if I'll put them like this way upward or if I'll put them sideways. But either way, with these buttons, it's giving very like cabiny, outdoorsy maybe. I really like that. So I'm just gonna sit now, relax, work on this a little bit. I'm contemplating maybe us later doing some junk journaling if we can have some time to do so, because honestly I'm quite behind on my junk journal. Last time I did it was with you guys, so I'm a couple projects behind, which gives me a little feeling of overwhelm, but that's not what the junk journal is supposed to be about. So I'm going to try to not take that too seriously and be, you know, worried about getting behind, because that was just more meant to be a fun project for us to do when we have the time to do it. So anyhow, let me get settled in and start knitting. I'll have some progress for you guys. I'm also working on a Furls coupon code for you guys. I reached out and we're trying to get something worked out, so I should hopefully, fingers crossed, at the end of this video have a coupon code ready for you guys to use if you want to purchase any Furls hooks, because the brand new grape streamline metal hooks came out, and it's so funny that these came out right after a couple weeks ago I told you purple's my least favorite color, and it totally is. I'm standing by that. But these hooks, I literally love them. I actually love the purple for this hook. I thought it was so cute. Like the grape with the matte finish is so beautiful. I would love for you guys to be able to get a little bit of a discount kickback, because they really are my favorite hooks, and I'd love for everyone to get the chance to use one. So all right, I grabbed a Red Bull because I need a little pick-me-up for this afternoon. It's kind of rainy, kind of sunny, it kind of can't decide, so I'm gonna pop on a movie and then just get some knitting in before dinner and all that good stuff, and then we'll decide if we're gonna junk journal. So I'll catch you in just a little bit. Hi guys, good morning. Welcome to the last day of our vlog. I wanted to ask you, how do you think we did last night on our junk journaling? I'm actually really proud of the pages we did, strictly because I only had one picture each for both of them. So I think they both came out really cute. Let me know. I hope you guys don't mind doing a little bit of junk journaling with me from time to time. I really enjoy doing it with you and it helps motivate me to get it done. I really cannot recommend junk journaling your projects more. I have so much fun doing this. It's like one last little creative hurrah for the project, and it's a good way to really at the end of the year be able to look back at what you made instead of just looking at it on Instagram or through digital pictures. Sometimes a physical copy is just so nice. It goes a long way. So I just love doing this, and so I hope you did enjoy doing that with me last night. And speaking of last night, I did make quite a bit more progress on this cardigan. I kind of feel like I'm flying through this as far as I'm concerned because, you know, I am still a very new knitter, but I'm definitely making some good progress. I just have, you know, probably about 5 more inches here, and then I do the ribbing, and then I have, of course, the sleeves to do and the button band. So actually there's a long way to go, but I feel like I'm kind of cruising through this body of the project and I'm really excited about that. Our yarn for our crochet cardigan did not get here, unfortunately, by today, but should be here next week. So I'll show it to you, of course, in the next vlog. And I also did figure out our Furls discount code. So if you made it to this point in the video, first of all, thank you so much and thank you for your support. And to help express my gratitude even more, I was able to get in contact with Furls and set up a little bit of a discount code for you. When I said we were trying to figure it out, I really meant me on my end. They are so fabulous and they always help me so much and so quickly if I ever need it. So Furls just all around is such a good company in my eyes. I really enjoy their products and they do help me be able to crochet for long periods of time. Otherwise, I would not be able to crochet for nearly as long as I do. So I really stand by Furls. And if you do want to try out one of the Furls hooks, specifically maybe the purple, I will leave my discount code for you here and the link will be in the description. So click that link. It will help me because I am an affiliate, so it'll let them know I'm doing my job, but it'll also get you guys 15% off your hooks. The code is good till December, so you can take your time choosing your hook. You can wait for a new release if that's something you're interested in, but I would definitely recommend the metal ones. The resin is really good too. If you're more of an amigurumi artist or you don't want a heavy hook, give the resin a shot, but if you don't mind a little bit of weight, I would highly recommend you go for a metal hook. I just truly love them. My very favorite, in case you're curious at all, is the blush set. All the ones in the blush polished collection, those are my absolute favorites. Anyway, all that to say, I do now have a coupon code with Furls, which makes me so happy, and I love being able to share that with you guys. Next week, I have a really fun video planned, so also if you made it to this point of the video, I will give you a little bit of a sneak peek of what you can expect next week, because we're going to be doing a giveaway. And I'm really excited because it's actually been a while since we've done a giveaway, since our community project bag. So let me grab what I'm going to be giving away to you, and we can take a quick sneak peek at it together. I've been working a little bit behind the scenes getting that video ready for you guys next week. So back in June, I think it was, Woobles dropped their Halloween advent calendar kit, and I was able to purchase one, which I'm so excited about. It's here. It got here earlier this week, but let me just take this off really fast to show you. This is what it looks like. It is so stinking cute, and I did buy this with my own money, so I'm gonna do an unsponsored review of the kit, let you know if this is something you've really been wanting to purchase, let you know if it's worth it, give you a chance to win one of the Woobles if you want to make one yourself, if you've never tried Woobles, if you've never tried amigurumi, any of the above. I haven't opened all of them yet, so I don't know exactly how I'm gonna divvy up the giveaway, but in case you've been super interested in what this kit looks like, I'm going to be reviewing this next week on the channel. So hopefully that'll get you a little bit excited for next week's video, and I'm really looking forward to diving into this because I've never even done one Wooble, let alone, you know, the Halloween collection. So that is what you have to look forward to. And one last update before I let you go for the week, guys. I was able to order another set of those oval buttons. I was so worried about this project. I went to one of my thrift stores and was looking for buttons there. I found some that would have worked, but I really was dead set on those wood ones. So I went to my local yarn store and she didn't have any there, but the owner was in and she's super kind and she was able to find them online for me. So I did order them. The button dilemma for this particular project at least is over, thank goodness. And can we normalize selling buttons in more than 4 packs? Like, why are we not getting at least 6 or 8 buttons per card of buttons? I don't understand. What am I doing with 3 or 4 buttons? I would seriously love to know. But anyways, guys, that is actually all I have to share with you this week. Thank you so much for coming along with me. I really, really appreciate you and your company. Of course, I hope you enjoyed chatting and just catching up and seeing what a couple days in my life this week looks like. It's a little bit different all the time, but I love having you. Nevertheless, thank you so much for being here. If you're new here and you feel like sticking around, don't forget to subscribe. If you want to enter the giveaway next week, don't forget to subscribe. I post new videos every Monday, occasionally on Thursdays. They're always crochet, knit, craft related. Make sure you give the video a like before you leave today. It means a lot to me. Thank you again so much for letting me take up a little bit of your time here on the internet today. Thank you Skillshare for sponsoring today's video, and I will be seeing you guys very soon in a new video. Bye!